And we are live. Hi, everyone.
Oh, all right. So last time, you guys finally left Fort Knucklebones. You traveled south, found some devils cleaning up some spawning trees, and left them to their chickens. Then proceeded to travel along the river and found yourselves a dock of sorts where you made a deal with the devil and collected some souls and narrowly escaped drowning in the river Styx. Then stole some pistons from said devil without him knowing, and are currently following one of his subordinates to another place that has astral pistons. We stopped last time as you guys decided to make camp as you'd been traveling all day.
Very tired.
Did we get a map or no?
Right.
Fabulous.
Well, you decided to camp along slash under a cliff of rock,
Yep.
as you felt that it would not combust under you.
And we did a long rest, right?
Yes, so everyone has their spells and stuff, and their health, and half of their hit die back.
I don't know if I did the hit die, but I'll just leave it at that.
I just remember that I'm carrying the fabulous shield of death.
Yes.
Fabulous.
The demon or the devil shield.
Hopefully it didn't whisper into my dreams. That would have sucked.
Your already shadowy dreams.
Yes. I guess I'll be the first to rise.
Go for it.
Kind of look around at everyone, see if they're awake or not. And if not, I'm just gonna pull out some rations for myself and for Graving, my delightful companion.
Kruska's gonna look around and see if we can still see the group we were following.
The dust plume has faded, but you can make up some. Do you remember where you left the tracks?
Alright. Looks like they continued on while we were resting.
Guess that means that we should probably get going sooner rather than later before the stupid tornadoes decide to swipe up their tracks.
I agree.
Yeah, probably should. Until, yeah.
I will wake up Rhea and Ryder. Tell them we need to get going.
All right.
Lulu.
Rayo wakes up without complaint. I assume Ryder does likewise.
You said yes.
We'll go ahead and hop in and make sure Lulu hops in behind me. And the big one.
Hopping back on the bike.
Yep, and I'm still driving.
Because, yeah. A little claustrophobic in there.
Does Rare or Rido want to drive?
I think it was decided that Ryder knows how to drive them.
Okay.
I guess I'll lead the way since I'm smaller, so I could probably see a little bit better. So can I easily see the tracks, or do I have to like look for them?
Roll me a survival. See what if you find them.
Dude, survival? That could be like, I don't know, perception.
Nope, survival or nature. Yeah, you find the tracks.
Oh, thank God. Well, I guess I'm gonna speed off.
I will assume we are following right behind.
Sure. Come down here. Digging through the book. In the distance, you see a cracked helm and sword of a titan lying half buried in the ash of Avernus. A spherical stone set in the sword's pommel still gleams with a scarlet radiance.
God.
Huh.
The cat's gonna see something shiny, huh?
Yep, I was about to say how shiny is it?
It glints in the eternal sunlight, or whatever.
Definitely gonna, whether our course was that way or not, gonna start veering.
It could be a relic of Torm.
See? Kruskness!
You guys on your little bike are gonna
Veer.
veer off course?
We're gonna look at it.
That is now the course. What are you talking about, veer off course?
Yep.
We're going right for it.
Are we following still?
Rhea or Ryder aren't really following the tracks. They're following
Okay.
Yeah.
Duke and Krusk, so they're following.
Alright, so we're gonna happen upon it. I'm gonna come to a stop. How high up is the shiny?
And how big is it?
How big is the shiny?
And can we inspect it somehow to see what it actually is?
Yes.
Real quick, I need to look up how big a Titan is to figure out how big this shield and helmet are.
Fabulous.
Just the shiny.
Titan is 20 feet tall and regularly weigh 14,000 pounds.
That's a big
So,
boy.
so one of their swords would likely be 12 feet long.
Yeah, too big. Too big, yeah. Way too big.
I
Which
just
means
want the gem out the top.
the gem would likely be
Like 5 feet round.
like 3 feet around. No, probably like a whole, like 1 foot.
He's gonna. He wants it.
And it's a it is an orb.
I think this could be a thing that we need. We should get it.
Oh boy. I will look up at the gem. And look how high up it is.
Hey, hey, Grusk.
Yeah.
Catapult.
Catapult.
Yeah.
How high
Yeah.
up is it actually? Like, how many feet roughly does it look?
About 10 feet above you.
About 10 feet. I just, made roll anything or just throw the cat up there? 10 feet's
Yeah.
not very far.
Go give me a strength check.
Strength check.
Oh.
Duke,
better
give
at
me a dex save. Okay. It's he throws you up, but you like twist in his arms, and he like his grip isn't great, so he throws you and he almost like slices you on the edge of the blade, but you manage to grab the guard before you get cut in half.
But it was a 14!
Which is why Duke didn't fall through in half.
It was almost catastrophic.
So disastrous.
Okay, so I can pull myself up and try and get this gem, or at least look at how to possibly get the gem?
Sure.
Cool. I want to do that.
Duke, are you sure about this?
We don't know. We're supposed to get orb-like things for witches. Maybe this, Titan stole it from them. We should investigate it.
It could be a relic of Torm as well.
It could be also a relic of Torm, and we could use all the relics we can get.
I'm just gonna sigh, knowing that Duke likes shiny things.
We could also sell it for armor, because, it's hot down here, and fur burns easy.
First, I'm gonna need a perception check.
Oh, wow. That was almost a 1.
Almost.
Inside the helmet, you notice a spined devil is like watching you while hiding inside of the helmet.
I'ma make eye contact.
It flies out of the eye socket of the helmet up to you, not menacingly, but it asks you what you intend to do with his orb of dragon kind.
What?
Orb of dragon kind?
Yes, and when he's talking to you, you can clearly hear it is not the voice of a fiend, but clearly something much larger as it booms out of the small spine devil's voice. He goes, "Yes, this is my helmet and my sword. I was cursed by Tiamat."
Tiamat, you say?
Yes.
Can I
Can
hear
we hear
anything?
this devil as well? Yeah.
Yeah, you can hear the booming voice, even though it's 10 feet above you, obviously.
Before
I'm just gonna wave vigorously at you. Say, hey, I'm a dragon. Look.
what did you do to be cursed?
In my pride, I thought I could kill Tiamat. But I was cursed by Tiamat, and now I will remain in this pathetic form until I spill the blood of Tiamat on the sands of Avernus.
And this is your shiny? I mean, Jim? Dragon Orb?
Yes.
What can we do with this dragon orb?
That's a great question.
Dragon now interested in shiny.
See?
Item log. Google. What's an orb of dragon kind?
I hope the Titan's saying that out loud.
It's murmuring to itself. What did it do again? It like looks at one shoulder and speaks to itself, and then looks at the other and goes, "No, it's the other." It is a orb. While you are attuned to it, you can command dragon kind.
Does he tell us this?
Yes.
So, it was yours. You were attuned to it, but I'm confused. How could you not command Tiamat then?
Well, because she's a deity, and she's not exactly a dragon anymore.
Ah,
She is beyond the orb's control.
and why were you trying to murder her?
Well, because she's an evil dragon queen.
Well, I understand the evil part, but he has to have motives. So are like you
It's a
wicked, or
righteous
like what do you
quest.
want?
There's a quest.
It's a righteous quest of the Empyrean Titans to slay all the dragons.
All of the dragons,
Yes.
like our small one down there.
No. Not
That's
those.
a dragon.
Not really.
We're
It is-
different.
So you're stuck as this creature, and you can't use this orb, but you don't want me to take it?
If we take the orb, what do you want us to do?
Well, I had intended to trade it to Archon for a vial of Tiamat's blood so I could retain my Titan form. But I can't exactly touch it, and as my mental the faculties are hindered, and the orb may gain control over me instead of me of it. So I would need someone's strong personality to trade the orb for the vial of Tiamat's blood.
Duke looks down to Krusk.
Oh gosh.
Where's this fellow? What was his name again?
Archon. Arkhan.
Archon. Where is this guy found?
He is somewhere. I will give you directions as soon as I remember where they are.
And what do we get if we do this for you? What is our reward?
I can reduce my sword down to mortal size, and you may have it.
It kind of looks like a plain sword. How would that be useful to us?
It is enchanted, obviously. It is not just some plain sword.
Alright, I'll have to discuss this with my companions, and then, what do you guys think?
Do you want me to yell from up here?
Well, I mean, you can probably talk. It's 10 feet.
But he's right next to me. He points directly at the dude. Can you fly away for a second? You know, privacy.
All right. And he just kind of flies down to like sit on top of the helmet.
Thanks. Duke lays down on the hilt, whatever it is that he's on, and he's kicking his feet up behind. He's like, "So what are we thinking?"
This will take us off course, but we already have astral pistol.
That's true.
So
Who is this Archon? Does anybody have we heard anything about the Archon before?
This is new news to me.
What I've heard of the Archon?
It's not the Archon, it's just Archon.
What I've heard of Archon?
Okay, Archon.
No.
Okay. So I do have a question about this orb. If I was to say touch it, what would happen?
Nothing different than anyone else.
Okay. Just making sure. Crust, do you see value in this weapon? Do you think it'll be useful to you?
If it's enchanted, we have 3 people it could possibly be useful for.
All right, yeah. What say you, Rhea, Ryder?
I mean, he's cursed, so he should probably do something about that.
Doesn't seem fair to leave him cursed. Plus, you can never have enough weapons.
Or friends.
Or that.
Oh,
And this is a Titan. Yeah.
I think we should do it.
Alright. Everybody seems like leaning towards doing it, so let's do it then.
Duke stands up and waves the guy back over. Okay, we'll do it!
Okay, just remove the orb from the pommel.
Duke is already immediately trying to remove it.
Okay, roll Sleight of hand, I guess. Easily remove it from its setting and the sword pommel.
He looks down and he's like, okay, Ryder, are you down at the bottom?
Yes.
Okay, so Duke is going to be like, Ryder, catch! And he tosses the orb down to Ryder.
Alright, Ryder, dex save.
Woo!
Or check or whatever. So let's go with save.
And also immediately goes, Krusk, catch! And throws himself down to Krusk.
Okay. You feel it in your palms and it kind of slips, but you catch it.
Ooh, close one.
You may roll anything for catching the cat.
Yeah, whatever you feel is right. Strength, dex, your call.
Acrobatics.
We'll do just roll that. It'll be okay.
Alright, you catch her easily. Him. Catch Duke easily.
Fantastic! He immediately jumps off like it was nothing, and then goes right towards the orb. He's like, "All right, let's put it on the back."
So the orb
And,
is a red sphere of 10 inches. Peering into it, you can see that it is misty inside. The mist seems to swirl around inside of the orb.
Good thing you told us. We would have missed it.
Ha. Ha ha.
And I holler back up at the demon asking, or the devil thing, and asking where we can find this Archon.
And what his name is. I don't think we got his name.
That is his name.
Archon.
No, the demon's name.
The-
Spine Devil's name.
Oh,
The Titans.
the Titan's
It's
name.
Spine Devil. Yeah.
His name is Uldrak.
Uldrak.
And he recalls that it is in the mountains west of Tiamat's lair.
Oh, wait.
On the surface? Earth? World?
No, in Avernus.
Tiamat's in Avernus.
How close do we have to get to her lair?
Well, Tiamat's lair is in the bowels of the mountains, so not terribly close. About 40 miles west.
Duke looks mildly concerned.
And it is in the mountain range to the north.
It's north of us. Okay.
How far a day's travel is that?
Is that the direction we were going to follow these guys? I asked Duke.
I think we were going west.
Yes.
So,
So how far away is
do we want
Isengard?
more astral pistons, or we want to start this adventure?
I feel we have enough astral pistons. We do have two other things that we could. That
We might stumble across them on the way, though.
True. How far north? Like, how many days travel would it be?
Likely you would get there on your second day of travel.
Plus, if we help our friend now, he could be a potent ally while we pursue more pistons.
And would you like to travel with us, Mr. Devil? Or as your devil form?
I will stay here. I've made many a foe with Tiamat's cult, and I do not intend to die now.
So you want us to go there, get your shit, and then come back?
Get Tiamat's blood from Archon, and then come back. Yes.
Right. So overall, possibly 2 days to get there, maybe a day to figure some shit out, maybe 2, and then 2 days travel back.
Yes.
I mean, he's probably been down here for a while already.
Would time be a big deal to a Titan?
Duke don't care how much of a big deal it is to him. Duke cares how much of an inconvenience it is to them.
It is a substantial amount of fecal.
I guess we could look for the floating city, though, or the crawling city while we're walking.
Riding? Yes.
Speaking of which, have you seen the traveling city?
Maybe a week ago.
Where was it going?
It is going northeast.
Fantastic, guys. We gotta go to this mountain. Let's go.
Might be able to see it from the mountain, huh?
It's the northwest in the mountains.
So the opposite of where it was going.
Yes.
Fan-fucking-tastic.
But the towers, northwest, traveling city, northeast.
At the top of this mountain, do you think that we could possibly see that traveling city, or like?
No.
No? Good. Okay, this sounds like more of an inconvenience than anything, but sure.
Good to have allies. I'm gonna.
Alright, strap the damn orb on and let's go.
I want to do some prestidigitation on some of Duke's fur to make it a little bit shinier, cleaner.
Okay. Sure.
Word again.
Shiny. I'm shiny. Alright, I guess onwards.
You
Travel?
put it in the back of the little storage space in the vehicle.
Sure.
Okay.
So which direction do you want to go?
I guess north.
North.
Uh-oh. Where'd we go?
I have to fucking reveal. It's a hex. There's many clicks. You see in the distance an enormous rock shaped like a semicircle, providing a sort of half pipe. Inside the crescent, you can see a fair amount of dust being stirred up.
But we can't see what's in it.
No.
Do we want to investigate? I'm assuming I guess I'm talking to Duke because they probably can't hear us in the other vehicle.
Uh,
I was pointing, assuming that Duke understood that I knew that it was talking about the dust.
how big does this dust look?
Hard to say. It just looks like the sand is getting like swirled around inside the crescent.
So it's either a sinkhole or, I assume, a giant worm. And I don't know about you, but I'm not well versed in like sand swimming.
Should we avoid this dust then?
I think yes, actively.
Alright. Let's steer wide then.
Yep.
Alright, so you will continue north then?
Yeah, I guess so.
Is that corals?
You can see radiant light cascading from a rusted metal monument shaped like the upraised mandibles of a giant beetle.
Radiant light.
Sounds like Krusk's version of shiny.
Well, if it's radiant light, we might want to check it out, right? No?
I'm cool with it.
What was it again?
Do you want-
Radiant light?
It's radiant light on like a beetle-like thing.
Yeah, it could be important. Yeah, he's gonna start diverting.
Alright, slowly approaching.
Yeah.
Notice anything different?
As you get closer, you see that there is a sphere between the two large metal mandibles that you saw in the from the distance. And from it shoots a 5-foot wide beam of radiant white light at a pack of devils that you see coming towards it from the north as you're approaching from the south. And they all just instantly disintegrate in the beam.
God.
I'm
Everyone.
instantly nervous.
Everyone roll perception.
Perception. I'm not very wise. Oh, maybe I am.
Says it said I rolled a 1 and on the screen it was a 16.
That was Duke's. It was blue.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're not very perceptive, are we?
Duke sees it past the little glaring light, and that inside of the sphere between the mandibles is a unicorn.
What?
What?
The unicorn caged in a sphere of rusted metal, suspended between the two metal spires.
Interesting. So
should
it's a
we-
unicorn?
Are you shouting that?
I think. Hold on.
Because you're the one that noticed it.
The only one I can tell is you.
Yeah.
There's a unicorn in a cage shooting a laser beam.
Should we try to communicate with it?
It's kind of far away, and that's a big laser.
Yeah.
Here, take my hat and like wave it in the air, kind of like a surrender flag.
We'll do an echo thing here, I think. So I kind of go limp and my echo starts walking towards it. Just like nicely. Try not to be, to see what happens.
I need to look up a creature.
Huh?
I need to look up a creature real quick.
I'm going like full controlling the echo.
Got it.
My other body went limp on the motorcycle.
And Duke is trying to keep you on it.
I'm assuming we're kind of stopped looking,
Oh,
unless we are still approaching.
yeah, we'll stop.
Is this?
Doesn't say anything if I could talk through my echo. It says I can see through its eyes and hear through its ears, but it doesn't say if I can talk through it.
I say that you can't then.
Probably can't. So I'll just see what it says and go from there, huh? Or does, because it might not speak. Being a unicorn. encased in a metal ball. And I'm assuming while this is happening, Ryder pulled up next to Duke, right? And I'm assuming Duke would just say, the Echo's checking it out.
Yep. There's a unicorn. So Kreska sent his Echo to go check out the unicorn that's shooting a laser that just killed a bunch of demon goblin things.
Knowing Crest, I will totally understand.
So, Krusk is walking his Echo towards the contraption, and everyone else is staying behind.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yep.
I think that's the plan.
me and Radiant not friends. I'm good.
You walk up unmolested. Your Echo is standing beneath.
Does it try to
sphere?
communicate at all?
No, you can't. You can see it neighing inside, but you can't hear it.
Alright, I let the Echo sit and I say, it didn't attack the Echo. I'm returning to my body and it didn't really say anything either.
Maybe it's actually just like a horsey horse, and if it didn't attack you, I guess we could try and get a little closer. Just like be ready for some serious maneuvering. And he proceeds to start up and start driving again.
Towards it.
Yep.
Okay. Rhea follows in the buggy. You are all make it safely underneath the contraption.
How do we get up to the unicorn?
You can see that the spires are not smooth.
So I can climb it.
Yeah, you can definitely climb it.
Duke is going to proceed to leave his motorcycle and be like, all right, I guess we start climbing. And start climbing.
I guess I'll follow. I'll tell Lulu to stay in the buggy.
I will also start climbing.
Kreska's the Echo climbing while leaving his real body.
So everyone's climbing except Rhea.
Sounds like it.
I guess.
Is that what I heard? Okay. Rhea's gonna stay down at the bottom.
Well, Kreska's real body's staying on the bottom, and the Echo's climbing.
Gotcha.
So Rhea's
body.
watching over Krusk and Lulu in the bike. Got it.
Sure.
I mean, I'm watching my real body with the Echo while climbing.
There is an intricate lacework of things you can't even begin to comprehend what they're doing up there. Roll me investigation if you'd like to try and figure out how it even kind of works.
I'm bad at that, so I'll do it. Ooh, these
Yeah.
rolls.
Um, Duke, you are the one that understands the best, but that isn't to say that you actually understand it at all. What you do manage to sum out of all of this is that all of the lacework routes into a box on the opposite side of the orb.
Wait, what?
All of the weird mechanical lacing
Mhm.
seems to route into a box on the opposite side of the orb from where you are.
Hmm.
That's all you can really make out of this contraption.
Does it look like a cog box?
It's it appears like some kind of closed cabinet.
Can he? So it's like lace. Is it like lasers?
Like thin metal.
He's gonna take one of his old daggers that he has since he has 11 on his person, and he's going to try and I guess move the dagger through it. If there's like resistance, he's not gonna cut it, but he's gonna see if it's like what kind of material exactly this is.
You want it? That's what the point of this is you want to figure out what kind of material it is.
Yeah, like these like lacy like things are.
These lace lines of metal that you can tell visually. You can tell that it's thin metal.
Okay, so is it conducting anything?
Not at the moment.
Do they move at all?
If you push them around, they move, but they aren't moving. Is everyone up near the orb or the sphere?
I would assume we would all follow
Yeah.
you, so.
Can I tap my dagger against it to see if it like vibrates or makes noise?
You hear a metal clink.
I guess he's gonna carefully maneuver them towards the box.
Move yourself towards the box.
Yes.
Okay.
Where's the unicorn?
It is inside the sphere. The sphere is a banded metal sphere. So you can see into it, but it's like a spherical cage of 2-inch metal. Like lengths. That's not right. That's not how I would say that. It's long pieces of metal that's like maybe half an inch thick and 2 inches wide. And it's all just like many of these bands of metal wrapped into a sphere around the unicorn.
Can I touch the unicorn?
No.
No.
You try to put your hand through one of the holes that you can see through?
No.
Okay.
Can I... Does the unicorn do anything now that it sees us?
No.
What is it doing?
It's just like laying inside.
Does it look tired?
Yes.
Does it look hurt?
You don't see any wounds, but it does appear like tired and like exhausted, drained even.
I want to stick my hand in the box.
The sphere.
Yeah.
Okay. Your hand stops as you try and like reach through one of the holes.
Like by an unseen force?
Like by an unseen force, yeah.
Oh.
I check for
Alright.
the magical energy?
Crust. Crust swaps place with the echo right now.
Yeah, there's like a faint energy source that you can feel coming from the box that Duke has been climbing towards.
Crust, can you like phase through it?
And I attempt to summon the echo next to the unicorn and the ball. Because I swapped while everybody was talking.
Sorry, you want to put your echo inside?
Yeah,
So-
yeah. Real Krusk is up there now. He's
Okay.
trying to put his echo inside.
For some reason, you cannot put your echo inside.
Nope, can't get the echo in there. Duke, anything with the box?
I guess he's gonna go over to the box and start inspecting it.
It appears locked.
Can I try and thieves' tools it?
Sure.
I've never actually used thieves' tools in D&D.
You
Like, I don't know what
Weird.
to roll.
you roll thieves' tools, probably Dex attribute if you have it set to query.
I don't have anything set for thieves' tools.
Okay, then you make like a sleight of hand.
Would it be just normal sleight of hand since I'm proficient with thieves' tools?
So
Wait,
it would.
figured it out.
Yeah. Okay.
I've never rolled from my tools before.
I need to look up a spell.
Uh-oh.
I
Never
don't.
gets-
I don't like that. If you could not if you could refrain from looking it up and maybe like it didn't happen.
Okay. You manage to get the lock open, but as you're about to pull the cabinet open, a pillar of sand rises from beneath the sphere, encasing the sphere, the box, and pushing everyone who is up there down to the ground. You can make dex saving throws to try and lessen your fall by
Can I
gripping
try
onto
and
the pillar.
hold on?
Krusk wants to summon the echo and swap places while falling on the ground.
Sure.
That's allowed.
Sure. You will be on the ground and your echo will fall to its
Death, yeah.
disintegration or whatever.
There's no way to hold on.
You can roll a dex save to try and lessen the fall, but it's sand. And it just kind of gives way underneath your hands. Wow, that's a lot of sixes. Those who make a dex save of 11 or higher take half damage.
Oh no.
Those who have rolled 10 or lower take 24 damage from the fall.
Holy shite. I can't select my character to take damage.
Wait,
You said 24.
doesn't evasion kick in?
No, because it's falling damage. It's not really like a dex saving throw thing. Just being nice by giving you this dex save.
should have. Ah, that would have been so cool. Oh, never mind.
From out of the sand emerges an earthy genie that casts tongues so you can understand it. And it tells you that it can't let you interfere with the machine.
There's a creature in there, though. What does the creature have to do with your machine?
It powers the beam.
It's
And
dying.
it's not dying.
We don't know that.
Well, it tells you it's not. The genie tells you that the unicorn is not dying.
Other than raining destruction on the creatures here, what is its purpose?
That is exactly its purpose.
Oh, shit.
Does the genie grant wishes?
It does not.
Wrong genie.
It tells you, as long as I am bound by the will of Zariel, I cannot allow you to interfere with this contraption, this machine.
The will of Zariel, you say?
Yes.
Ooh, I don't trust you.
But if you could unbind me from the will of Zariel, then I don't care anymore.
How do we do that? Because she's evil and I would prefer to have not a genie on her side.
If you were unbound, do you grant wishes?
No. Only bound genies grant wishes. But I am not bound to you.
So at the unbinding part,
I am uncertain.
oh, you're so helpful.
But I hear there is an oracle in the bone brambles that might know a way.
We're getting a lot of side quests here.
They say this oracle is named Red Ruth. And she could surely divine the solution.
Red Ruth. And where are these bone brambles?
I'm uncertain. I have only heard rumors.
I would like to consult the map that is ever moving and ever changing to see if I can figure it out.
Sure. You should be able to pull that up whenever you want.
I have no idea what they would look like.
On one hand, the genie doesn't grant wishes, so I don't really want to help him. But on the other hand, I really want to touch the unicorn.
What is this contraption's for purpose?
Destroying the demon spells?
It draws in demons like moths to a flame and annihilates them.
Like a demon bug zapper.
Do we want to turn that off?
It is powered by a Nirvanian cog box.
So would
We need the cog box. That is
So
the
this-
box
this
we
is-
need.
This is a main quest. What does
See?
the genie
Knew
say?
it.
I asked the genie what his name is.
Now I need to look up if genies tell people their names.
Just wanted to wish for fresh bread.
That would taste awful down here. I'm just gonna tell you right now.
Ugh. If we eat it fast enough, it's basically just toast, right?
Sure. It tells you its name is Ralazala. The Tao.
Allah the what?
The Tao. DAO.
Really?
Oh, all one word. I'm surprised it's all one word.
How strong does this genie look?
Probably something you don't want to fuck with.
Can you murder something that's non-corporeal?
It is a large creature wielding a large maul.
Sounds like a big nope.
Yeah, it sounds like something that
And we all just took a shit ton of fall damage. I'm
I'm
hurting.
good. I'm good shape.
I'm hurting.
Like most genies would have an almost spiritual as like tail, as their torso is real and the bottom is not. But this one, it's like a sandy cloud instead of like some ethereal mist.
Yeah, we're kind of lacking on the magic side, so we probably shouldn't figure or try and find out.
I just sigh.
Alright. So we gotta find bone brambles to figure out how to free this genie.
We have to find Red Ruth
And
and the
then-
bone brambles.
So
And consulting the map.
so
on
if
the
we
way
free
there.
this genie, what's to stop him from attacking us after he's freed?
And bind him to one of us.
And then we can wish for Tiamat's blood. Which helps out our devil friend without actually almost killing us.
Alright, so we pull up this map, look at it a little bit closer. Who's got the map?
I'm holding it and looking at it right now.
Oh, I kind of like look over Faye's shoulder,
I
looking at
can't
the map.
make sense of where these bone brambles are. Maybe to the northeast? I don't know.
There's like a bone skull on the map to the northeast. It's not
I was
really
thinking
what
it
I would
was
consider brambles.
underneath.
In the
the
east,
green
there's
one.
like a demon thing and like some bone spikes sticking out.
That's what I was thinking. Maybe it's that.
There's like a glowing eye orb in the middle of the map, or middle east of the map. This map is
Oh wait,
weird.
wait! At the rightmost bend of the river is Styx. It looked maybe that the little dark area.
Oh, are we at the glowing eye thing right now on the map?
No, we're in the.
No, look at the map.
No, we're not quite there yet.
Oh, yeah.
We're just east of it, it looks like.
This is I was going to stop you and tell you that this is a stylized map,
Oh yeah,
and things
totally.
may not exactly be where they're placed on the map.
Right.
Oh,
yeah,
right.
totally understand. I say we continue on our Tiamat journey. And if we find it
Continue.
along the way, we find it along the way. And we can still find the Madron ship.
Rhea definitely points at the glowy yellow bit with the weird mandible-like arms around the sides and goes, "That's definitely where we are."
Yeah, it's kind of what I was thinking too. So there's a giant bug on the map near this thing. We need to avoid a giant bug.
So, but not the stuff next to it, but the other dark stuff further east. That kind of looks like it, but I could be totally completely wrong.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't really see what bone. Something that would be bone brambles. There's a lot of bone all over the map.
And the map changes too. Have you noticed it like shifts a little bit here and there?
Yeah.
So confusing. I still think we should head to Tiamat's later, and if we find it along the way, then we do.
Continue exploring north then, huh?
Yeah, I think that's the best choice. I'll ask the genie if he's seen the moving city recently.
It went east a few days ago.
Shit. Duke, what do you
Well,
think?
it's in Bone Brambles, and so if you look at the map and you look directly to the east of where we are, that could be Brambles.
And Rhea points out a bunch of bones to the west. That maybe the map's more literal than we think in some ways.
Should we go west?
I mean, it's only slightly off course, sure.
We will thank the genie and let him know if we find anything, I guess.
You guys choose up west or it's like some indication.
Northwest or southwest?
Or just west.
It's not.
Well, I need you to pick one or the other.
It's not just west from where we're at.
True. I
We'll go
said
there.
northwest? But I'm not the driver.
Duke is leading this train.
So we're.
So,
I
northwest.
kind of point that way for you.
Yep, Duke agrees.
Didn't we find water?
Or maybe south?
It kind of looks like we went like too far north, maybe like southish.
You see dozens of iron cages suspended over the edge of a pit.
Yeah, I don't. What's in the cages?
Anything living?
Inside one of the cages, you see a hairless, green-skinned humanoid wearing shackles on its ankles as a crane lowers its cage by a chain into the slime, immersing the creature in the goo for a minute before hoisting it back out.
Oh. Is it dead now?
Nope. You can see it hacking the green goo out of its mouth and nose and stuff.
But it doesn't seem to be affected otherwise?
Yeah, I mean, it's just torture.
Oh. Huh. Can we see who's operating a crane?
No, you cannot see that from where you are.
Just gonna look away and be sad.
What did we see?
A green creature being tortured in green goo.
A green creature being tortured in green goo. By
Green
what?
humanoid creature.
By what? What's torturing him?
No
It's
idea,
being
I
dumped
can't
into the
see.
goo. So it's being tortured.
We can't see by what.
Do we want to try to save this creature? It could be Archon. Because we have no idea what Archon is.
Rhea asks you if you think there's anything in hell that doesn't deserve torture.
Us?
Sure.
The people of Alterial? And they could have...
Yeah, but they're not really in hell yet. Well, kind of.
They could have found their way down here. I mean, we did. And on that thought, I'm sure there's other ways into hell. If we found our way into hell, surely there's more ways into hell.
Duke does not seem thrilled about the idea of helping.
So nobody wants to...
Of course I do, but if no one else does, then it's fine.
Ryder?
Just be
What-
sad.
What are your thoughts?
Well, I don't really know. Pretty much everything down here is not great. And other than them slightly waterboarding him, we don't know that it's technically bad for him. Maybe he has guilt?
Does he appear orcish?
Nope.
He's just green.
But we can tell he's humanoid, right?
It is humanoid in shape. but its skull seems particularly long,
Reptilian?
not jutting forward, but kind of like back,
Alien?
like the top of the skull is longer than you would normally expect.
Plus,
And
for all
you
we know,
can't make out any facial features.
it potentially belongs in this cage. It's hard to say. I mean,
Should we inquire to see if the Archon's here? 'Cause Archon might be a torturer.
I'd be more inclined to help if we had a conversation with someone and ascertained what they were doing here and why they were doing it. For all we know, he's in that cage because he eats babies.
What's Rhea's thoughts on the situation?
Probably deserves it.
Alright. So we should ask the torturers if they've seen the Archon or the Oracle.
I think that's a bad idea. But it sounds like me and Rhea are kind of being overruled here.
Ryder? Faye? Could be good information.
It's not acknowledging anyone.
So is there like a building or something that we can see besides where the guy's getting tortured?
Coming closer. You want to get closer and see if you can make out anything? Any details?
Yeah, that's probably.
Yeah, we'll inch up a little bit.
You can't see any torturers. Upon coming closer, you realize that the chain is attached to a winch that seems to be operating itself.
Alright, I guess we're actually the torturee.
So,
Right.
how far out is it? Can we, if we yell at him, can he hear us?
Well, considering that, you hear a voice in your head. And you can tell that it's from the prisoner in the cage. It contacts you telepathically. And tells you it was imprisoned here by a pit fiend for stealing soul coins. Please let me out. I can show you how to form magical servants from the goo if you free me.
Oh,
How many soul coins will you give us if we help you out?
They took them all back.
I'm immediately thinking of a way to get him out. I don't care.
I don't know if he's talking to all of us. Who is he talking to?
Whoever's close.
Oh. Well, then I have no
Would have
idea.
been Krusk and Ryder, right?
but I guess we could free him, and if it goes south, we can just drown him.
How heavy is the chain? Like, could we like grab a hold of it and pull the chain that the
You-
winch is attached to?
You think you could probably pull it up with two people?
You want to pull him up, Ryder?
Yeah, fuck it. Let's lift him out.
Okay, we start pulling him out.
Okay. Make me strength checks for both of you.
going in my arms. I'm gonna walk towards and see what you guys are doing.
Okay. You guys struggle, but you manage to pull him off the cage off the cliff edge. And inside, you see a creature that you could only describe as alien. It is somehow both thin and muscular, having no features to its face except for large yellow eyes and an elongated skull. Image for context.
Makes sense. How do I break open the cage?
You caught a gorgeous fish, Crux.
Does he have the sword?
No, he does not have the sword.
Oh, okay.
He is unarmed, naked, except for his small clothes. Which are stained green from the goo.
Like Faye said, just kind of looking at the cage, figuring out how to open it up.
Can we just smash the cage?
Is there a lock?
You find no locks or obvious openings.
Krusk asks the alien fellow if he knows how to open the cage while pulling out his mace.
Nope, just smash it. As he kind of shambles into a corner of it.
Can I carefully Kyro splash it?
Sure,
Without hitting him?
sure.
I clicked it. It's loading. Hold on. There it goes.
All right. Seem to have done something to it.
Did it freeze the metal or whatever it is?
It looks colder.
Alright. Now
For us,
smash it.
even.
Alright, and I tell the guy to get on the opposite side of where I'm hitting it and take a swing. Did we roll anything?
Yeah, roll an attack roll.
Attack roll. Man, it's been a while since we've done that.
Yeah, you swing through one bar and into another, and they both just shatter.
Good old Frost.
The prisoner crawls out
I'll hold out a
Of
hand
the
to help
cage.
him up.
takes your hand, and you hear a warm thank you in your head.
I nod. And ask him, why he was here, because I have no idea.
I was stealing soul coins from Bell, and he caught me.
From who?
Bell, Bel. One of the former archdevils of Avernus.
And what's this guy's name? I ask him.
You ask his name. He
Yeah.
tells you his name is Bazit.
Bozit?
Bazit. Baazit.
Well, I hope you learned your lesson. Please don't steal.
Yes, I learned my lesson. Don't get caught.
Faye face plants.
Where was this archdemon? We could use some soul coins. Or ex-archdemon, or whatever he was.
Yeah. His forge was somewhere.
Over the hellish rainbow.
It's off in the east, somewhere north of the dock that pulls the cities down.
It pulls cities down?
Well, there's the dock of fallen cities. That's what we call it. It pulls the cities down from the material plane, and they harvest the mortal souls. It's somewhere north of there.
Fun.
So you guys they just normally bring cities down? And
Yeah, it's happened many times over the ages. Many cities, many worlds.
Worlds.
Well, there are many material planes.
True.
You'll likely see remnants of many different worlds down here.
We've noticed. Do you know where the bone brambles are? We figured we were close, but we seem to be lost a little bit.
That sounds like something one of the warlords would know. No, I don't know where they are.
Oh, fabulous.
The warlords in the area are mostly in the mountains to the southwest.
Oh, fabulous. Well, if you're good, are we good? Are we ready to go, guys?
You don't want to know how to make the servants from the goo?
I literally did not hear that, so I wouldn't have known.
servants from the goo?
Yes, if you go down to the edge of the pit and you take a handful of the slime and spend about an hour forming it into a tiny humanoid shape, at the end of it, you will have a slime that animates as a loyal little homunculus.
I want to do it. I'll go grab some slime.
It takes an hour. So
Right. I'm passenger, so I can mold for an hour. Oh, it takes an hour to get down there?
no, it takes an hour to mold.
Okay. Yeah,
You had it
well,
right the first time.
I'll do it. I'm gonna grab some slime, and I'm gonna start messing around with it.
I guess Crust will grab some slime as well. Start molding it.
I thank him for the knowledge.
Yes, if you could also remove the shackles around his ankles.
Can I Kairos slash them carefully again?
They are very small
Oh, yeah, no.
on his ankles.
I'm not very strong, though. but I can pass someone a dagger.
Do can we just kind of try to like force them off?
I tried smashing them against the bars for days, and that didn't seem to do much.
Maybe you could pull them apart.
Unlikely.
Yeah, I don't know. I can firebolt them, but it might singe them.
Does he have any idea of how to remove them? Does he have any suggestions?
If he was smashing them for days, I doubt he has suggestions. Can I inspect them for any arcane ability or residue or anything?
Sure.
Eh.
You don't seem to figure out how they work.
Oh, I got this. I get down on my knees and I start a prayer to Torm. Oh dear Torm, please remove these guys' shackles from his feet. And,
All right. Roll me that religion.
Religion. I'm bad at that, so here we go. Nope.
Nope.
Is there any type
Nothing
of like
happened.
lock that you could pick?
You. Not sure you could pick it. You can try. But, like, the entire thing seems to, like, shift and warble. Like, it doesn't quite exist. Nah, every time you think you've figured it out, it just kind of, like, shifts out of existence, and your tools just kind of fail you.
Does he want us to try to smash it?
It just goes, no, I guess I'll find someone else, and you start shuffling away.
I really want to firebolt them.
Dejectedly.
But carefully. As he's walking away, of course.
He just, like, jumps as you singe his feet.
Wow, fudge. Okay. I apologize profusely. And I will continue molding the slime. You said to a humanoid figure, right?
Yep.
Okay. I'll hop back in the buggy and continue molding. Do I need to roll anything for that?
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm molding one as well.
Unless you want to add some, like, artistic additions to its humanoid shape.
Can I make it look like a dragonoid? Like me?
Sure. Roll me. Oh, what would we say for that?
Performance?
Sure.
Can I like
Oof.
What up, Ness?
I want to try to, while molding it, make its arms daggers.
Oh,
Okay.
I I have plenty of daggers. I'm just 2 of my daggers, making his arms daggers.
Oh, so you want to use daggers as its for its arms?
Yeah. What kind
Okay.
of mold him into his arms? Mold his
Sure.
arms around the daggers.
All right.
Let me roll something, or
Sure. I don't know. What do you think?
well, if I'm picking, I'll do athletics.
Sure, we could say that. You're like just trying to like really make sure that it holds onto its arms, onto the daggers.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh yeah.
God
Okay.
damn.
All right. Well, Faye makes humanoid slime figure that's got like just like an almost horse face,
Oh man.
and Drusk makes not visually artistic in any way. It's real lumpy, but it's definitely got 2 daggers for arms. From like the elbow down is the dagger.
Cool.
So now do we need to attune to these to be able to use them, or?
Nope.
Okay.
You now just have homunculi.
And I don't really know what a homunculi does. Homunculus.
There's in the compendium.
I'm looking it up now. Oh, it's so cute. I don't know how to spell homunculus, apparently. It is not in the player's handbook.
They're tiny constructs that typically have a bite attack. They have 5 hit points.
Well, now it has a dagger attack too.
Double dagger attack.
So,
And they fly?
they can fly.
You get him, Tonberry.
Alright.
And you guys think you can travel to one more hex before you need to rest.
Yes,
So-
Quack.
It's either south or southwest. Or I guess we could go north. East.
We'd have to go east to find a bridge, I would feel like.
I don't know. I disagree. I see the bridge was on the west side when I looked at the map last.
Duke pulls out a coin and says, pig heads or tails.
Heads.
Okay, hold on, I'm gonna flip a coin.
I don't know. I mean, I think we should look at the map if we want to make this decision.
It was tails.
Okay, what does that mean?
I don't know.
Whatever.
I wanted to go south, so.
It means that we follow Krusk.
I think we should go west if we're following west.
So do you want to follow the edge of the slime up to this hex or down to this one?
Yeah, we'll go northwest if that's an option.
Yeah.
Following the edge of the slime. asking, how fast is the dagger homunculus?
Um,
Can it
It
like
has-
be flying next to the motorcycle, or does it have to be like riding?
it would have to be riding. It's tiny, so it fits without really. And uh so there is what appears to be some kind of tavern at your side of the bridge.
Is it tavern or cavern?
Tavern with a T.
A tavern in hell, huh? Like, is it very apparent it's a tavern, huh?
Yeah, very apparent. There's like a well out front, a main set of doors. You hear, just a bunch of like tavern sounds, just people talking and drinking and some bad singing.
All right.
And
Duke, do you want to go to the tavern, huh?
You know what? Fuck it.
there's also a little tank shed and a small forge
Yep, let's go.
operating out of there.
Seems very friendly.
I don't know what demon beer tastes like, but I want to find out.
We're going to the tavern.
Are we just gonna walk in like we own the place? Is that the plan?
I think we're gonna walk in with like our hands on our weapons and pretend that we are not going to attack them.
I set my. Like, is the thing small enough to sit on your shoulder?
Yes.
Okay, it's sitting on my shoulder.
Mine will be sitting on the shoulder opposite of Greywing.
Trust Greywing not to try and eat it.
Huh?
Trust Greywing not to try and eat it.
I give Greywing the look.
Okay.
If it does anything, it can sit on my head or like fly above me.
You see, can anyone read
Which
Infernal?
language?
Infernal.
Fuck. I think that was Corwin.
It was only Corwin.
I can read
Unfortunate.
Abyssal or I can do languages. I will
Can I
cast
change my
comprehend
fucking
languages.
language?
Maybe right. I can read it.
No.
I will cast comprehend languages.
What about
Okay.
Lulu? Can Lulu read it? No.
That's a ritual. But you're not going to cast it as a ritual, I assume? Just going to go with the one action.
Yeah, just the one action.
You see the name, it appears to be the name, written on a board above the door. It says it is the Alvskrema Caravanserai.
Oh, wada. Can you repeat that one more time? I'm so sorry.
Alvskrema Caravanserai.
Perfect. I will repeat it. So everyone knows the name.
What was it? Faye?
Alvskrema Caravanserai.
Are you casting a spell?
No! That's the name of the tavern. Leave me alone.
Shall we go in?
Fuck
Okay, Kreska just kind of walks in.
You walk into the common room. There are a number of devils sitting at the tables, and a bearded devil holding a number of platters with his beard, serving people in the common room.
I am impressed.
Is there an open table?
Yes. In the corner, there's a round table.
I guess we should go sit.
So, casually walk up and sit down at the round table, huh? For now.
Is there like a menu, or is there just beer?
You have the bearded devil manages to serve the others and comes over with a little notepad in one hand and some kind of charcoal in the other and asks, "Yeah, so what do we have? And a special today is shank with blood brew."
Shank?
Yeah, it's the cut of meat.
What's the meat from?
It's Alf Screamer.
What's that?
Oh, you don't know what we serve here?
Of course I do. I was just kidding.
Our specialty is elf meat.
Oh,
Duke looks hella concerned, but is trying to hide it.
same. And what is your beer made out of again?
Oh, it's made of like hops, like regular beer, and then we add some extra elf split to add it that extra je ne sais quoi.
What else do you have to eat?
I mean, that's what we serve here. I guess we have bread too.
I'll take some bread.
I It's just bread.
Do you have some cheaper non-blood brew?
Yeah, we got that. We got some extra in the back. It's just waiting for the blood to be added. But sure, I can bring out
the blood.
We
Yeah,
get some
please.
bread.
bring out regular brew. Sure. All right. That'll be 10 or 5 chits for the lot of you.
I don't have any chits. What's the chits to gold ratio?
I have chits. It's fine. I give them 10 chits.
You have 10 shits to give? So
I have 300 chits
shits.
to give.
All right. So he takes the gold and he comes back with 5 platters being held, two in one in each hand and 3 in his beard tentacles. And he lays them out for you guys. All right. If you ever want a specialty, it's what we do here.
We appreciate you. So wait, before you leave, have you seen the moving city? Do you know happens when it passed by last?
I heard it was headed around the Blood Lake on the east. Last I heard.
Okay, yeah.
And do you
Thanks.
know the Archon? Or Archon?
Oh yeah, Archon. I think his tower's north, other side of the river Styx.
And
Yeah, he comes by sometimes.
do you know the what's the Oracle Red Ruth?
Yeah, south past. I think Tasha has a summer house to the south, and it's south of that.
And lastly, do you have any rooms available?
Yeah, I mean, we got one. Our our big room is currently unoccupied.
How much would that cost?
Like 3 chits for the night.
Dude just pushes it over.
Okay.
Is our equipment safe outside? I saw that you had like a tinker shed. Could we just like, is it okay if we just fuel up over there?
Sure. Yeah. You want to talk to Meltus out there, or Meltrus, sorry. He's the one that specializes in the repairs and building of the machines.
Fantastic.
I'm Rarubok, by the way.
Lovely to meet your acquaintance. This is Krusk?
Yeah, nice to meet you.
He only introduces Krusks.
All right. Well, I got work to do, so if you need anything, just wave me down.
Of course. He waits for him to leave and then looks at everybody. He was gonna serve as fucking elves.
Rand just talks into her mug. I'm glad you talked him down to beer and bread.
I thought that was Saber. He happily eats his bread.
All right, so you guys want to stay here for the night, I assumed.
Yeah, so we'll have to talk to the tinker dude and then
Sorry, I'm back. What's up? Are we doing a rusty rest?
So we found out the Archon's to the north of here, or Archon is north, and the Oracle is south, and the Archon sometimes comes here, or Archon sometimes comes here.
The Archon what? I'm sorry.
Sometimes comes to this tavern.
Okay. So we're hanging out waiting to see if he arrives.
We bought a room for the night. We bought bread and beer for everybody. That's what they had available. Unless you want to try some elf, they have cooked elf.
Nope. Mm-mm.
They have elf blood beer if you want that as well.
Are we doing a BRB break at the moment or no?
I want to ask if you guys want to stop here or if you want to keep going.
I'm alright with stopping, but I can keep going either way.
I am okay with whatever.
It might be better if we stop because Quack's had to step away quite a few times.
Okay. So since we're doing a rest, I'll get my points and stuff back. Right?
Yep.
And
That's another day in hell.
Dun,
You guys
dun,
managed
dun.
to survive.
alrighty, guys. We'll see y'all next week. Next week we'll be doing the other D&D.
And then in the following week, we will hopefully see you for this one. Have a good night, guys. Bye.